Hey everyone, it's Kathy and I'm back with another video, and this is a quick tutorial on how to remove excess polish from your nails. Even if you're an expert polisher, a quick dry top coat can make your nails look a little muddy. So let's get started with this quick tutorial. The products that I'll be using are a Dappen dish, and that's just a small bowl I purchased from Sally's Beauty Supply, a cotton round, and of course a makeup brush for remover. On top of the cotton round, I have these lint-free wipes, and I also got those from Sally's, and this just so that lint doesn't get into my brush. I'll also be using pure acetone, and you want to make sure it's 100% acetone because that's the easiest to work with. And I'm starting off by filling my dish with about 25% with acetone. You don't need a lot because you're only doing cleanup work. And to make this video a little bit easier to follow, I divided it up in 3 sections, and I'm going to start off with how to remove polish from the side walls of your nails. If you can see here, my side wall is a little muddy on the blue nail, and I prefer a more of a straight line, so I'm going to straighten that line with this brush. Before you use the brush, you want to remove any excess acetone, so I'm just blotting the brush on top of the cotton round, and then using a back and forth motion, I'm applying the slightest pressure on that nail, and eventually a straight line will appear. So I'm just going backwards and forwards until I'm happy with the results. And eventually you will have a straight line as you see here. Wasn't that easy? Next, moving on to the cuticle area. Now, you may be tempted because you know you're going to be cleaning up to polish your nails sloppily, but I really don't encourage that because polish can get underneath the cuticle, and that's even harder to remove. So let's get started with removing this excess polish from the cuticle. What I'm doing is also applying a back and forth motion, and most of the pressure of the brush is actually on my skin. I have the brush, I'm leaning onto my skin, and I'm using a very slight pressure on the nail where only the tip of the brush is caressing the tip of my nail. I'm not applying a lot of pressure. You want to be careful because you can remove a lot of polish with this brush, so you just want to use the slightest motion necessary. I'm also removing polish from dried nail polish. If you're using if you're going to clean up wet nail polish, you have to be even more careful. And I love this brush because it allows you to get into the tiniest spot. I'm just using the very tip of the brush to get into the curved cuticle area to remove the excess polish. And it works so well with this brush. This particular brush, I believe I purchased it from Walmart, but Elf also makes one. Now, if you prefer to remove polish by looking at it, you can also do it the opposite way. This is just like holding the nail towards you. You can also remove polish that way as well. Next, we're going to work on that free edge area. Now, if you have longer nails, this won't be problematic for you, but it's a little more challenging if you have shorter nails. So the way I remove polish from my free edge is I just dip the brush in acetone, and then in downward motions away from the nail, I pull the brush down. And I don't tend to clean the brush off as much on the cotton round because this is where most of my mess tends to be. Now, if you have shorter nails, like my pointer ring is here, you just want to very carefully take that brush close to the tip of your nail and still move away from your nail. But you want to be very careful, especially if you have like any cuts or exposed skin here, you may want to skip this step. Moving on to the last and final step, probably the most important yet most forgotten, you want to be sure to wash away that acetone residue. After you've done that, you want to choose your favorite moisturizer or lotion, moisturize your nails, and then follow up with cuticle oil. And those are the steps to having a cleaner, more perfected look. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you would like to see how I created this design, please check out my Aztec Nails tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.